an animal that's over a meter long. It's got the largest light organs in the animal kingdom and hooks on all of the arms instead of suckers. So this large specimen swam through the frame, had a little look at us, flashed its light organs once, and then disappeared off into the darkness. And that was a heart-stopping moment.
The ocean is home to an array of fascinating and unique creatures, each more extraordinary than the last. However, in 2024, scientists and researchers made groundbreaking discoveries that shed new light on the enigmatic world beneath the waves. From the colorful coral reefs to the mysterious deep sea, these aquatic animals showcase the incredible diversity and beauty of marine life. These incredible discoveries remind us of the vast mysteries still waiting to be uncovered in the deep ocean. In this video, we delve into creepy deep creatures of the oceans that you would not believe. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and share your opinions about this amazing video in the comments below. 12. Leafy sea dragon. The leafy sea dragon, a relative of the seahorse, is renowned for its incredible camouflage. Resembling a piece of floating seaweed, this creature is covered in leaf-like appendages that help it blend seamlessly into its environment. It inhabits the coastal waters of southern and western Australia. This sea dragon moves slowly, relying on its appearance to avoid predators. Unlike other marine creatures, it doesn't have a tail for propulsion. Instead, it uses small, transparent fins for movement. The leafy sea dragon feeds mainly on plankton and small crustaceans, zooplankton, worms, small fish, mysids, and fish larvae. Since they lack teeth, they use their long noses to hunt for these small prey. Other species they eat include larval fish and amphipods. As a mostly prey animal that feeds on smaller ocean animals, the leafy sea dragon does not pose any real threat to humans. As a slow-moving animal, sometimes being seen to remain in the same position for up to 68 hours, even if they were a threat to humans, they would be fairly easy to avoid. 11. Fangtooth. One of the weirdest deep-sea creatures is the fangtooth fish, which has a large jaw that can protrude out into the water. Fangtooths are deep-sea predators. There's also an eel called the fangtooth moray, but it's found in a very different environment than the fangtooth fish. Younger, smaller fangtooth fish filter zooplankton from the water, and adults feed on fish, crustaceans, and squid. In proportion to their body size, their teeth are the biggest of any marine animal. Special pouches on the roof of its mouth prevent the teeth from piercing the fish's brain when its mouth is closed. The zone where fangtooth fish thrive is called the twilight zone, about 650 to 3,300 feet, 200 to 1,000 meters below the ocean's surface. Like many other marine organisms, fangtooth fish are drab in color, and to many, they have an unsettling appearance. 10. Coral reef. Scientists have mapped the largest coral reef deep in the ocean, stretching hundreds of miles off the US Atlantic coast. While researchers have known since the 1960s that some coral were present off the Atlantic, the reef's size remained a mystery until new underwater mapping technology made it possible to construct 3D images of the ocean floor. Sowers and other scientists, including several at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, recently published maps of the reef in the journal Geomatics. The reef extends for about 310 miles, 499 kilometers, from Florida to South Carolina, and at some points reaches 68 miles, 109 kilometers, wide. The total area is nearly 3 times the size of Yellowstone National Park. The reef was found at depths ranging from 655 feet to 3,280 feet, 200 meters to 1,000 meters, where sunlight doesn't penetrate. Unlike tropical coral reefs, where photosynthesis is important for growth, coral this far down must filter food particles out of the water for energy. Deep coral reefs provide habitat for sharks, swordfish, sea stars, octopus, shrimp, and many other kinds of fish, the scientists said. Tropical reefs are better known to scientists and snorkelers because they're more accessible. The world's largest tropical coral reef system, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, stretches for about 1,430 miles, 2,301 kilometers. 9. Saltwater crocodile. The saltwater crocodile is the largest reptile on the planet, reaching lengths of over 23 feet and weighing more than 2,200 pounds. These crocs are deadly predators and can eat just about any animal that gets too close, even large birds and mammals. Unlike most crocodile species that prefer to avoid humans, saltwater crocodiles are known for their aggression, partly because they are very territorial. They are responsible for several dozen attacks on humans each year, which gives them a scary reputation. Saltwater crocs have incredibly powerful jaws, creating the strongest fight in the animal kingdom, with teeth up to 5 in long. These features, along with their ability to hold their breath for long periods, make them perfect hunters of large land mammals. They often lie in wait along the water's edge and launch a sudden attack on any prey that comes near. These ancient creatures have been thriving in their environment since before the dinosaurs went extinct, giving them a somewhat prehistoric look. 18. Anglerfish, known to be one of them. 8. Bioluminescence, nature's magical light show. In the depths of our planet's oceans and amidst the lush forests, there exists a captivating phenomenon that seems straight out of a fairy tale: bioluminescence. This enthralling natural spectacle, often referred to as nature's magical light show, remains one of the most mysterious and captivating wonders of the living world. From mystical underwater displays to enchanting glows in the dark, bioluminescence has mesmerized both scientists and lay people alike. Bioluminescence is a chemical process in which living organisms produce and emit light. The reaction results in a mesmerizing glow that varies in color, from radiant blues and greens to vibrant reds and oranges. While fireflies are one of the most commonly known bioluminescent creatures, numerous marine organisms, such as certain jellyfish, plankton, and even some deep-sea fish, also possess this unique ability. One of the most magical aspects of bioluminescence is its ability to transform the darkness of the night into a fantastical realm. In the depths of the ocean, where sunlight fails to penetrate, countless marine organisms exhibit their luminous beauty. The famous Milky Seas phenomenon, where vast expanses of ocean appear to glow, is a breathtaking sight caused by bioluminescent bacteria swarming together in unison. Similarly, bioluminescent algae create awe-inspiring, glowing tides that seem to paint the shores with a celestial glow. Beyond its spellbinding aesthetics, bioluminescence serves vital ecological purposes for the organisms that possess this wondrous ability. For many species, bioluminescence acts as a form of communication, allowing them to convey crucial messages to potential mates or warn predators of their toxicity. Some deep-sea creatures use their bioluminescence to lure prey into their clutches, creating a dazzling trap in the pitch-black ocean depths. 7. Japanese spider crab. The Japanese spider crab is a giant crustacean that can grow up to 12.5 feet that is most commonly found on the Pacific side of Japan. At first glance, they look like ancient monsters that have crawled straight out of a sci-fi movie. However, in the marine community, they are known to be gentle giants. Understandably, their names are inspired by their resemblance to a well-known arachnid, spiders. As a species of marine crab, these crabs are often found inhabiting holes and pits on the ocean floor between 160 to 2,000 feet in depth. Living at such deep depths and covered in a thorny protective exoskeleton with 10 giant legs, these animals have few natural predators. They are omnivorous, and they diet on dead and decaying animals and plant matter on the seabed. They may at times also eat live fish that come their way. They can have leg spans wider than 2 full-grown men. These long legs are covered in small spikes, which are also known as tubercles. The Japanese spider crab legs can grow up to 3.7 meters, 12 feet in length. Males have larger claws, called chelipeds, to fend off predators, and opposing crabs, Japanese spider crabs, are scavengers and often do not actively hunt for prey. They prefer to scour the ocean floor for dead animals or plants. This species belongs to a group of crabs termed decorator crabs, which have been observed decorating their shells with sponges, plants, and anemones. This ornamentation allows them to camouflage and blend in with their environment, protecting them from predators and other threats. Due to their length and spiny attachments, the legs of Japanese spider crabs may get torn off when caught in fishing nets or by predators. 6. Skeleton panda sea squirt. Have you ever seen such a thing? Well, it looks like a tiny panda with a skeleton on its back. Meet skeleton panda se squirts, one of Japan's newest species, and decided to investigate skeleton panda sea squirts belong to the group of sea squirts. Scientists discovered this little panda skeleton that lives off the coast of a Japanese island was a new species after scuba divers posted photos of it online. Why, it's awesome. Resembling a baby panda in a Halloween costume, this adorable species of ascidians, or sea squirts, was first described by scientists in 2024. The white parts that look like bones are the blood vessels that run horizontally through the sea squirt's gills. The black parts on the head that look like a panda's eyes and nose are just a pattern, and we don't really know why the pattern is there. 5. Goblin sharks are a bizarre-looking species of deep-sea shark. They are easily recognized by their long snout and protruding jaws, not that you're likely to see them. These sharks only emerge from the depths in fishermen's nets, and even these occurrences are rare. With eerily protruding jaws, pallor pink skin, and flabby bodies, these creatures are fodder for nightmares. The most prominent discriminating feature of these creatures is their elongated and flattened snout. Under the snout, a large pair of jaws protrude from the face in an exaggerated fashion. The jaws can also be extended even farther, nearly to the end of the snout. They have long, slender bodies that are surprisingly flabby. The tail fin is much longer than the average shark, with the top end longer and wider than the bottom. The bulk of this species' diet consists of fish in the teleost infraclass, including dragonfish, rattails, anglerfish, and more. They are also known to feed on crustaceans and cephalopods like squid. These sharks will prey on fish found both on the seafloor and in the water column. Because they are so slow-moving, scientists believe these sharks are ambush predators. Their pinkish-red skin actually blends in when in the deep sea. 4. Sea toad. One creature that stood out is a type of walking fish, complete with googly eyes and skin that looks crocheted. It's a kind of sea toad, a type of deep-sea anglerfish famous for its gloomy expression and the glowing lure that dangles in front of its face to attract prey. Its doily-like skin is made up of little needles that likely offer protection and holes for sensory organs. The sea toad has modified fins that allow it to walk on the seafloor, partly a hunting strategy and partly because it's more energy efficient than swimming. Toads live at depths with little or no sunlight. They can be found inhabiting continental shelves and slopes in the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans, down to depths of at least 8,000 feet, 2,400 meters. In order to attract prey, sea toads have a luring apparatus on their head that acts as bait to draw prey toward them. Their lure is actually a modified ray of their dorsal fin. Their gill openings are located behind their pectoral fins. Sea toads can inflate their gill chambers and increase their body volume by 30%. These massive gill chambers allow them to take in more oxygen and hold their breath for up to 4 minutes, 3 seconds. Anglerfish, ugliest creatures of the deep sea. Anglerfish are known for their temper. There are over 200 species of angelfish, primarily found in the murky depths of the Atlantic and Antarctic Oceans, often as far as a mile below the surface. Some species also inhabit shallow tropical waters. Anglerfishes in general are named for the modified dorsal thin spine that they use to lure prey. Generally, these fish are dark gray to dark brown, feature in enormous heads and crescent-shaped mouths filled with sharp, translucent teeth, while some anglerfish can grow up to 3.3 feet in length. Most are much smaller, typically less than a foot long. The angelfish's most distinctive feature, found only in females, is a piece of dorsal spine that extends above their mouths like a fishing pole, which is how they get their name. This fishing rod is tipped with a lure of luminous flesh, attracting prey. Close enough to be captured thanks to their enormous mouths and flexible bodies, anglerfish can swallow prey twice their size, 19 frill. 2. Giant isopods. Giant isopods are bottom feeders found at depths of around 1,800 feet, but they have been known to go as deep as 7,000 feet. They are scavengers that feed on marine life that falls to the ocean floor, including crabs, fish, squid, sea sponges, and much more. Due to the scarcity of food in the ocean below, giant isopods have adapted to go for extended periods of time without eating, thanks to their very slow metabolism. Giant isopods, when threatened, can curl into a ball like the land-dwelling pillbugs they resemble. This is largely facilitated by the fact that, like other crustaceans, they have no spine and instead have a segmented shell, which helps to protect their internal organs. They are safe from harm because of their hard exterior. They have adapted to periods of up to 5 years with no food, but when food is available, they will happily gorge themselves. 1. Dumbo octopus. Named after the Disney character Dumbo, the Dumbo octopus has ear-like fins that extend from the sides of its head. On average, Dumbo octopuses are 8 inches, 20 centimeters long. The largest one ever recorded came in at 5 feet 10 inches, 1.8 meters, and 13 pounds. These deep-sea dwellers inhabit depths of up to 13,000 feet, making them one of the deepest living octopuses. Their habitat includes the cold, dark waters of the world's oceans, where they thrive in extreme conditions. Their unique fins allow them to swim gracefully through the water, earning them their whimsical name. They come in various colors, often exhibiting a translucent appearance. These octopuses have a unique way of moving by flapping their ear-like fins while using their arms to steer. The iron in human blood is what makes our blood appear red when exposed to open air. Dumbo octopi's blood is blue in color because of its high copper content. As a deep-sea animal, Dumbo octopuses have huge eyes that can, at times, measure a third of the width of their head. These aid in capturing the tiny amounts of light that reach them from the surface. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also give your comments.